Whoa, the logo just turned into the Templar logo. Well, here we are. We're on the next game now. Rogue. Story mode, Ubisoft Club options. Back to launcher. Oh yeah, I forgot. I already went in and deleted my save file. That was like 5 minutes in. Good. Ubisoft presents a game by Ubisoft, published by Ubisoft,
from the flesh of the
in
innocent.
association with Ubisoft.
Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the assassin brotherhood.
See, that's the creed. The
These
movie
are
didn't
the
know that
tenets
part.
of the creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me. Nor
Like
the
a war
cost
that
I
happened
would
for
choose
7
to
years.
bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Really? I thought it was part 5 of the Ezio trilogy. Kill the assassin. But I am that one. Aren't I that guy? Aren't I assassin as well? I've already said I knew going into this that I'm not, or at least will not remain an assassin. Oh, but I failed my objective. I didn't kill him.
Had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de Andre and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
I still don't understand why you can't tell me what we're doing here.
Because Chevalier
Ooh, chest.
decided not to tell you.
I thought we were friends, Liam.
We are, but this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay. Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Why did we have to come up to go down? We could have also reached that spot. Oh, synchronized race. Could have also reached that landing spot from the cliff. We didn't have to go up to go down. I'm sure gameplay-wise they just wanted me to get the viewpoint, but still kind of silly. Man, that map is crisp.
Hurry. We best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Like, why does that feel more detailed than any of the past mini-maps?
Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph, couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question.
No, it
How else
doesn't.
will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated. You irresponsible wretch.
And you're a bad assassin leader if you think that your followers have to follow you unquestioningly all the time. Absolutely. Every single moment. Like, isn't like the maxim is supposed to encourage you to think for yourself. If you're not thinking for yourself
I will teach you some
and understanding that your mentor is telling you what to do, not because you're supposed to listen, but because he knows better, then you're just
I will teach you some
you're disgracing the Brotherhood.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them.
Ooh, a parrying knife. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The sentence I was just saying
Tread with
that,
care,
like,
Shay.
then you're a disgrace to the
Royal
Brotherhood.
Navy
I forgot how I
benefits.
started that
Remember your
sentence.
training.
I forgot how
Ready
that
to
sentence
teach 'em a
started,
lesson?
so I
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat?
Yeah, I forgot how I started that sentence. If I could say it without
Thank you.
without talking over someone else.
Keep an eye out, lads. Their pals are still out there
No, wait.
somewhere.
There he goes again.
If you're expecting your guys to follow you unquestioningly, then you're not a good assassin leader. Because you're not even realizing that you're being contradictory to the very nature of your organization. Let me grab this chest if it's right there. There it is.
Happy hunting, lads. Set her ablaze. Seek that
Oh, we're
French
gonna get on the
vessel.
ship too.
No match for you.
The Morrigan.
Ah, yeah. Ah.
Kill all the British guards. All right. Dead they shall be. They're not even paying attention. Jeez. Not a single one of them turned around and went, huh? What's going on?
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mail. You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
That guy sounds like the
your
generic Nord voice in
That's yours,
Skyrim.
Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. You should prove a good crew.
I'm not
But
so
look at all those
certain about
icons
that
I'm sailing
time.
away from.
But next to me, you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Your own pile of garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons. She'll look as fine as anything on the seven seas.
Shall
How did we get this far away from the guy's ship without
Indeed, mate.
without being on it anyway?
Oh, Connor.
What did we swim?
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for you, Shay.
Morgan was an old goddess. She's the queen of war and darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors. Perfect indeed.
My ship! She's a false shin! They will sink her!
Let's put the Morgan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men.
The fire cannons are on the front now. Nice. Chain shot kind of sucked. Like, I remember it having some decent use before. With, like, at least a couple of story missions where you gotta chase someone, but... I don't know, replaying 4, I definitely did not feel that they were
Tearing her to pieces!
particularly
Do
useful at all.
something!
Man, this ship does not feel like it has any cannons at all. It's just like, fire! And it's just like 1 or 2 cannons go off. Hence the fart noise. Yeah, finally, my front-facing cannons actually do something. So I don't have to keep playing each battle like I'm a crab. Did they not realize I was here?
Seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of the Gerkut. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads. Chevalier is pleased with us.
Well, I'm glad to hear my crewmen
What
still
course
know
would you have
roll
me
and go.
set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
Yeah, look like we now have some Irish shanties. So that's good. New shanties. Oh, good. They showed the title of the game. I forgot what I was playing for a moment. And then... reality. Well,
What the
not,
hell did you
not
do?
reality.
It's some kind of dormant virus?
Modern day.
Shit. Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
I keep forgetting that. It's like it's not the past and reality. It's past and present.
Sorry for the rough exit. He's working, check. You were just an animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you get lost. Now let's get out of here.
Do you even work here?
Follow me. Double time.
Am I the same person
This
from
chaos
before?
is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
I got a printer now. I didn't have a printer before. I'm not the same person. I think
Come on, everyone. Just
my
like
desk
the
was
last
over
in our
there
safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys.
for the other
Stay
person.
positive.
And this is as far as I played before because I realized like, oh,
What the hell
the
is
modern
happening?
day is going to be a
File labeled
sequel.
Shay Cormac was booby
I
trapped
should
with
replay
the
4.
virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is
looking
down.
at?
We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie, the elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess that'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Someone left their tablet sitting out. They're gonna have to spend $100 getting a replacement. or however much it cost before. To Robert Fraser, the subject Arno Dorian. Isn't that the guy in Unity? Hi, Robert. You come highly recommended, and I'm thrilled to have you in our studio. I'm putting you to work on a special project for me. Your subject is Arno Dorian. His story takes place during the French Revolution, yeah. So, Unity. I want you to explore every avenue of his life that you can. And it's cool to me that they were able to not only foreshadow, like, hey, this is what we want to do for the next game, but then also actually able to be able to make that game happen. You know, I've sure have played my games where they were like, yeah, we're gonna have a sequel, and then they never did. The goal is to have a new blockbuster to present to Abstergo brass next year. As such, this is super classified. Your direct supervisor will be Aiden St. Clair, CC'd. You can only discuss the project with Aiden or myself, as you will probably be logging some overtime in your Animus. I've added a mandatory weekly meeting with our psychiatrist, Dr. Bibo, CC'd, to make sure you're not suffering from any bleeding effect. Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment. Don't let me down. And then they dropped their tablet, so they probably did let that person down. Sorry, I was just picking up a little litter, right? What are we doing? Servers? I know where that is. Who was that? Hello? Armored personnel? You going to Airsoft later? What do you... Oh, that's Abstergo security. Those are the guys. You know, remember when we were there as Desmond in 3? And then we had the apple and everyone shot themselves.
Home that are better trained than you are.
What? Violet? It sounded like Violent, but... Okay, well, servers, I'll look around for collectibles and secrets later. What? They changed the level of security on this? I don't think it was 3 before. And now this is none. I'm pretty sure it was 2. How long has this fruit been out? Probably not fresh. Okay, I should stop getting distracted by things, but that soda bottle. I'm one more thing, and then I'll get. I've already said. Whatever was in that bottle was probably tasty, because that bottle is appetizing. It looks like whatever was in it was pretty tasty.
Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Good job. This core wasn't too complex, but rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
So instead of hacking and stealing information, now I'm going to be restoring the building whenever I hack.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Interesting.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky.
You just ended 2 different sentences with, a thing like that. From Melanie LeMay. I don't know. I don't know how to say this politely, so please don't think this is anything personal or a reflection of you or your work. You're a star. But I think doing an entire virtual feature about the Marino Torres is the single most boring pitch that has ever come across my desk. Sorry. Well, at least she had the
one of your coworkers
frowny
dropped his
face.
communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
I already got it.
Now that you have unlocked
Now who's the
Shay
numbskull?
Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery.
Any other communicators
I
just
know
left
you must have
behind?
questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
I see that Far Cry magazine. I mean, at least there's finally reading material in here that isn't just about Assassin's Creed, like it was in 4. Not that that would be a bad thing, but it's like, Assassin's Creed, is that all you know how to reference, Ubisoft? Like, you could reference your own material if you want. And now they've realized that. Splitter, refract. Oops, I didn't mean to press that. I think that video on Al Mualim was, oh, I see. Yeah. That video was interesting. What is... Because, it's like implying that, or I feel like it implies, I did that by accident, I was not even trying to, I was just shuffling things around. I feel like it implies that, every now and then...
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Okay, so maybe I don't want to be helping Violet. You good? Can I finish my train of thought now? Please don't interrupt me with a call saying like, hey, stupid, go back to your Animus. I feel like that Al Mualim video kind of implies that every now and then You get an assassin leader who actually doesn't follow the ideals of free will and decides that, well, you know, if we could control people, if everyone just followed the rules all the time, maybe we would have world peace. Which, I guess it's too early to say, but it seems like that's what Shay's mentor was kind of about as well. Another email from Melanie. Oh, about Aveline. I'd like to explore the possibility of a follow-up to Liberation. We found some footage of Aveline's activities in New England, and it seems clear that she was still very active later in life. Ideally, I'd like a sequel to Liberation or some kind of follow-up, but I understand that's going to take some resources that we don't, with an extra apostrophe, have right now. We sure do have the resources for extra apostrophes, though! Quick fix operation is to reuse existing assets and take a more family-friendly angle on her story. From a scrappy servant to a woman of dignity and poise, experience the heartwarming 18th century tale of a young Creole woman as she struggles to find her long-lost mother and heal the wounds of separation forever. Additionally, the liberation of Lady Aveline might open up some revenue from women, which is a demographic I think we have been ignoring for too long now. So is that supposed
Nice find. If it was me, I'd snoop to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a terrible person.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder if that's supposed to be about the Aveline DLC that was for 4? Or if that's just like, yeah, we thought about making a Liberation sequel. But we don't have the resources. But we do have a tablet in the bathroom! Hello, Ajay. It's looking like we'll be able to use Animus Tech to create a digital version of Manamadas to finish production of Tvija AI. My condolences again to your resilient cast and crew. If nothing else, we'll be able to give Monima the glamorous send-off she deserves. When it's done, I'd like to talk about using Mysore tech to remaster other traditional forms of entertainment, concerts or sporting events, for example, into fully immersive Animus experiences. Well, that's an interesting idea. You know, they say, like, oh, we don't want to do anything too modern with the Animus. You know, in-game. In-universe, they say that. But, you know, being able to revisit a concert, that sounds like a novel idea. Hope that's paint. Okay. I'll go back to being Shay now. Because I'm sure it's not exactly exciting seeing so much of the real life, or there I go again. So much of the modern day stuff early on. It's like, no, you want to get back to the main story, which is being Shay. So I get it. I'll go back in the Animus. I did get back in the Animus. Oh, Davenport Homestead. Is that Achilles?
It has been a long time.
That sure is his outfit.
Achilles.
Yeah.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Old man
Your countenance tells
Adewale.
me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale, who's a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living
Try
incarnation of
thousands.
the creed.
See?
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
At least I could. At the rate I went in Freedom Cry, I sure could believe he freed thousands.
And the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this, but did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. I gave chase on the sea but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
Okay, so I think he's kind of recapping the events that led up to Freedom Cry and a little bit of what happened after. That's pretty cool. I didn't think I'd see Adewale again. I knew we'd be back here in the homestead and see Achilles.
Adewale looked worried earlier.
Is that what you're gonna say? He looks worried. Yeah, I should have known Adewale would be old by now because, you know, he knew Edward.
Liam's waiting for you.
And
Seen him yet?
Edward is Connor's grandfather, so it stands to reason Adewale would be grandfather age by now, I guess.
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
Wait, Hope? Is that a name I should recognize by now? I remember Patience.
You are late.
Hope, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
Hey, we all abhor
Boy has
leeches.
so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
Learn from Hope, learn from Liam, learn from Kisagawase.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on.
I'm using the good flintlocks. Ooh.
Shoot
The
these
target
targets.
uses
Take your time.
press the fire.
More work after this.
Ah, I missed. What tools do I got? So I got... Apparently it's not up for hidden blades anymore, which... That was like... That was something I thought was really smart that they did in 4, because they always had hidden blades mapped to up by default in the previous games. But alright, whatever, fine. So, unarmed, sword and dagger, hidden blades, pistols, smoke bombs, throw money. Come, but back to the... I can't. It won't let me back to the... There we go. Press to reload. Except they expected me to hit both shots and then have to reload.
Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly on the run, Shay. That was... He stopped to shoot. You can reload while running. It is always kind of interesting what games you can and cannot reload while running in. So I'm
there.
pretty sure that's a perk you have to acquire in Cyberpunk.
Well
I think
done, Shay.
you can do it
Keep
by
up.
default in Borderlands.
You're doing all right, Shay. But don't let the others vex you. They mean well, though they'll never show it.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay.
Kill from above, kill from a bush, kill while sprinting, kill from a
Can you
haystack.
kill without being noticed? Nicely done. I am surprised.
I'll just do this
You
while
certainly
running.
know how to handle yourself.
Now put them back up so I can do the other one. Oh, they're looking
Stay low
for
and
me.
Stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target.
Apparently I wasn't hiding when I stabbed them.
Top form, Shay.
The detection drains so much faster now. That is so nice.
Stay low and
It
stick
took an
to the
eternity to drain in
Be patient
4.
and you might hit your target. Nicely done. I am surprised. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
I won't. I've only been playing like this entire series. I could be
Shay,
kind of good at it
follow me.
by now.
It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you.
Good thing I'm not like Hatham and I can climb through trees. Just like Tiny Kong. He can float through the air and climb up trees. I can never remember the rest of it. Because I always jump to Chunky's part where it's about he makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. But that's not the right rhyme. Tiny Kong can't crush rocks. No, go up.
It is time for the hunt.
Locate an animal, okay. And by locate, the game means go exactly where it tells me
All
to.
your senses together to find prey.
A deer. Or no, a elk. Painted blade. Perfect meat.
Killing cannot be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us.
Thank you, nature.
Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature.
Now picture in your mind a pause button. Now press that button with your mind. Now imagine that button has taken you to a crafting menu. Now use that menu to craft the pistol holsters. Why does it look like I could craft it again if I got another hide? I guess they just forgot to program it where it has a check mark next to it when you have it. So I need hair. I need Arctic hare and Canadian lynx. Killer whaleskin gray wolf pelt. Jeez. Black wolf pelt narwhal tusk. Guess I'm gonna go narwhaling at some point. Oh, dark pouch. I shouldn't look at those. I'm gonna spoil what things are in this.
With these, you can keep your pistols close. Achilles has one more thing to show you.
I like how you can see his pistol holsters are like, they're right next to each other as opposed to opposite sides of his hip. Means he can reach them both with his right hand. Why did it unequip my... Oh, I never... Those were not my pistols, that's right. That was what's-his-face's. Wait, I just realized that this is not Homestead, like, after we have fully completed the Homestead. Because I saw that well over there, and it's like, yeah. It's all lively. We've got all the buildings here. No, we don't. No one is here. It's just Achilles' homestead. Or his manor. Or would it be a mansion? Because I think a manor is like, it has to have a church in it or something. So I always think of a mansion as being like really big, and then a manor is kind of just a large house.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Oh, he's got the Credo Prince... You can see Adewale's ship in the background, because that's his flag. Well, I thought I completed Liam's lesson in under 40 seconds. Ah. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There it goes! Bye, Adewale! Probably never gonna see him again. That or I'm gonna end up killing him. I don't know which would be sadder. Because on the one hand, if I kill him, at least I know what his fate was, but if I just never see him again, I can at least pretend he lived another, like, 20 years or something. I don't know. How old is he now? I could pretend he lived as long as Ezio. I think realistically I should not have been able to do that. But okay, and there's the Aquila in its prime. Before it fell to pieces and then Connor came along and helped the pieces get put back together, kind of. But with new pieces, because you can't always use all the same pieces. That's how it works when something wears out. Were there always stairs there? Now where's the shack? Isn't there supposed to be a shack around here?
Where to? Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we know most of these when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
Oh, but I don't want to go to sea.
As much sail as you can.
Loose tops and royals.
Let me... Hang on. Finish the sentence later. Let me see how much sea I have now. Oh, that's... Okay. So we're gonna still be around North America then, rather than West Indies over here. I don't know if that's... If they let me see that far because we'll go that far, or if it's just like, yeah, here's... For context, here's Assassin's Creed 4. And then, like... Liberation is around here, I think, or maybe it's over here. I don't know. Where is Louisiana? I don't know maps. Anyway. So yeah, that's North Atlantic with, You know, the frontier and stuff. New Hampshire. I think that's where Homestead's supposed to be. That's probably New York. I'm trying to see if I can find New Jersey. I guess it would have to be like there if I'm saying that's New York. Or maybe that's Boston? I don't know. I guess I'll just stop speculating and wait for the game to let me actually go there. Okay, so it looks like at least this chunk of the sea, the North Atlantic, is going to be about the same size or maybe a little bit bigger than what you could do in Freedom Cry. So that's kind of nice. I mean, there sure are a lot of location icons, but who knows how many of those will actually be relevant. People have played this game, that's who would know. I'm not happy to see Animus Fragments showing up again. And now I see I have... I don't know if that's going to be supplies I can take, or if that's for its own trading thing, but yeah, there's like... metal, wood, salt, cloth, and tobacco. I mean, I guess it would make sense for tobacco to be this game's version of sugar.
Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission?
No. Task me to task you. Need to find what was stolen from Mac and Dalshade. And to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Keeley's doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. Do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever
I don't
you
have a
say,
telescope anymore.
Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Neither of my shoulder buttons do anything right now. Oh, there's the telescope. That's awkward. It's up on the D-pad. The shoulders better be cool things then.
Let's have a song then.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make them stop. No, that's... I'm pressing left. Jeez. Is it just me or is the ship faster in this? Oh man, they were singing like a different rendition of Fish in the Sea. Do I not have swivels? What's a gunboat got? Burning oil, burning deodorant. Huh. I don't have anything to throw off the back right now. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling that this will not just be Assassin's Creed 4 again. And, you know, I still... I keep expressing my... Okay. Sorry, the way he shouted brace. It's like... Everyone else is always, brace! And then he's just like, brace! What was I saying? Yeah, I keep expressing I really don't care for the sea, but... You know, if they make the ship faster, they make the exploration more rewarding, I really won't mind that much at all. And apparently they've got new people singing the shanties. possibly. I still think there should have been a button that you can hold to have the lyrics show up. Yeah, I think having new shanties will definitely help. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I have gotten a little too used to the Assassin's Creed 4 shanties. It's just like, oh, this one again, sometimes. I got new shanties to learn and see which ones I like and which ones I don't. Does your ship have a... Yeah, that's right, they got down here. Hang on, let me see what's down here real quick. The lighting's kind of nice. I feel like it was too dark before in 4, but now they found the right balance. Okay, and I have... I can buy that. Scimitars, plural. Yeah, because the dagger, that's definitely a scimitar too. Colonial Miracle. Miracle. Didn't mean to say that. Just seeing if maybe I have any swords from, you know, this being on the Switch. Looks like I have these. A katana? What do I look like? Some kind of weeb? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the higher stat stuff. Just for the sake of, you know, progressing the way the game intends me to. Oh, quite Ant's pistol, just like in Liberation. Edward's pistol. Yeah, because he sure was known for using only one of them. Modern pistol, Russian flintlock pistol. German wheel locks. I think those were in past games too. I can't look at outfits right now. Aw. They probably don't want me to look at what other outfits I have. Like, because I think I'm trapped in not my default outfit right now, but my assassin outfit, and then later I'll get a Templar outfit. Let's see, hull, broadsides, front carronades. Ram upgrades. Wait, do these all say to progress further? Yeah. Yep, there's my harpoon boat again. Cargo, crew, burning oil. Smells like burning deodorant. Puckle gun. Well, can't wait to see what that is. That's probably one of the shoulder buttons, if I had to guess. Wait, do I not? Am I not gonna get swivels this time? I guess I'm okay with that, because it's nice not having to... For one thing, not hearing the captain shout fire every 3 seconds in battle. But for another thing, not having to worry about keep pressing X to explode weak spots on enemies after every volley. You know, every volley from my broadsides. One thing locked, progress further. Chests and collectibles. Just collectibles in general. We're not going to tell you what kind. Maybe there'll be playing cards. It'll be like Red Dead Redemption 2. Smoke bombs full, bullets full. Oh, was that just ammo refill? Oops. Wow, this fort sure does feel more fleshed out than the forts in 4. Feels more like a town than just a big set of walls. It's nice. Excuse me. Well, good to see that this shoulder button on land is still the collectibles button. And the other... Well, I guess the other shoulder button is reload, still. Yeah, I guess they're not going to call them Animus Fragments. They're going to call them collectibles. I still don't want them. Unless they unlock something cool other than cheats, I don't care. Didn't realize the person I was looking for was outside. Tinker, Sailor, Soldier, Spy.
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
So, Liam, what could you tell me about Adewale? You obviously admire the man.
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. It's much more than that.
Go on. See what cargo it is carrying. Look at the location, see everything available there. Hold. We won't tell you which direction button, but hold one of them to use it. Move R and use zoom in and out.
Can't be far now, Captain.
I hope whatever they decided would be on the shoulder buttons ends up being really cool. Because this is kind of weird using this. Using up to do it.
There, Captain. An English vessel. And she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Now, let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sight. I say this is a good day to lighten King George's pockets.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. And all spoils.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what hit them.
I didn't think about the fact that I would need a quartermaster if this is going to still be at sea. And I'll still have my own ship. I wonder if Liam is going to remain my quartermaster, or if, you know, whenever we leave the Brotherhood, he won't be with us anymore. Capacity ship, hold a bit of cargo, just loot sink at half its cargo.
Captain, hold your fire! Don't want to sink her. Now's the time, let's board her!
Kill a whale!
Look at the whale later, I don't have the harpooning boat. Probably. Are they still firing at us?
Reef the topsails and gallants!
Show them what's for, Captain!
Come on, men! The spoils are ours! For the more again!
Well, I don't have swivels to fire at them anymore while I wait for us to be pulled in close enough, so I'll just, put my swords on, I guess. They're trying to cut the rope. Like that's gonna stop us. We got more rope, you know. Probably. And let's see if Shay is also magnetically attracted to the water. Alright, real combat. Come on. Ow. Well, looks like I can still kill Chain. Repair my ship or salvage their ship. Ooh, money! So I guess Kenway's fleet is not returning spiritually. It won't be Cormac's fleet.
At the sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should strengthen the Morgan before going any further. There's a harbour master station nearby. Spend our new wealth on improvements.
I didn't realize there was a brotherhood in Haiti.
Yes. Francois McCandle is their mentor. He gathers many of his assassins from the Maroons.
I wonder if that's the same. I assume it's the same Macandal from
Is this the place?
Liberation.
Nothing but fishermen and their gear.
Aye. Per se and fishing go hand in hand. It will serve our purposes well enough. The French fish these waters first, but King George is laying claim to more every year. The locals are caught in the middle. Anchor!
It's a bit of a shame that the salvage option only gives you more money. Because they're not reals anymore, they're euros again.
Yeah.
Because no, you don't need the rope, Shay. Come on. Progress further, cheats, collectible or chests, collectibles, viewpoints, activities. You could play checkers, maybe. You can upgrade your ship. Resources, 5 boarding ships, looting camps, looting outposts, capturing settlements.
What service can I provide?
Okay, they still don't want me to have that stuff, but I will gladly get more hull and more cannons. My cannons feel so wimpy right now. I would very much like more cannons, please. I can't peruse the appearance options just yet either. Oh good, this cutscene again. That they show me every time I upgrade anything on my ship. Good. And not even an option to skip it.
My thanks for your trust,
Love it.
Captain.
Oh, sorry, guy. He got mad too.
We should resume course to Anticosti, Captain.
Indeed. The chasseur is waiting for us.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
I hope the snow everywhere is not just because we happen to be in winter right now.
From Per se. These waters are full of
Enemy ships! They're sinking the fishing boats.
You must believe those
Not the
fishermen
fishermen.
strayed into their waters.
These scoundrels must pay. And would you look at that? Standing right in our way to Anticosti. What say you? We sink every last one of them.
For once, I find myself agreeing with you, Shay.
Stranger things have happened.
You could target holder then press to. Oh wait, with R. Don't. Can't tell which cannons I want to use. Three wood! I did it! 3 wood and no enemy. Well, that's not true. There's still more. No enemy isn't no that guy. Why can't I have 3 that guy and no wood? Okay, stop turning the wrong way, ship. Here's where I would kind of like to have some fire barrels, since my cannons are so underwhelming right now, and I'm kind of surrounded. Just a little bit, just a touch surrounded. What am I? What is turning me? Keep going that way.
The spy be waiting for us?
Yes. I hope the chasseur has more information about the manuscript.
Maybe he'll have the whole thing figured out for us.
And maybe I'm Emperor of Rome.
Ave Caesar. Salt air, open skies. Man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
We're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
Well, what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick to this continent all the time. Won't be liberated until we pry them off.
Seems to me we should just talk to them like men instead of skulking around.
There it is. Anticosti. The chasseur should be there. And with any luck, he will know where to find that manuscript.
We'll have the dialogue ended before we got in docking range.
Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
Nope, swing that way. Okay, fine. Go for a swim in the freezing water. Which is apparently a mechanic. Didn't even think that was going to be a thing, but alright. Makes sense.
The rum here is terrible. Let me see. That's not rum. It's eau de vie. What the devil is that? Whiskey. Well, the whiskey here is terrible.
Look, there's the thing. It's one of the quickie uppies. The thing that makes you go up quick. With the up launcher. Man, that gate's busted. They gotta get a new gate. Fix that up. It's
So,
terrible.
Louis Joseph, how goes the fur trade?
Not well enough to put beef on my family's plates.
If you want beef, raid more British brigs. They're loaded down with barrels.
Oh, yes. Their Irish farms yield much meat, don't they? Oh, that is smart management. Far better than the locals could do.
Take a look at this. I borrowed these plans from a Royal Navy ship of the line. They are like nothing I have ever seen.
Good. We could use some more powerful weapons. Le Chasseur, allow me to present our associate, Shay Cormac.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship, I spied the manuscript you seek. It was written in an exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium dream.
Were there no charts, no maps?
No. There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor the roast beefs could ken
Where's
it.
the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington sent him.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions at Templars.
Oh,
and
Lawrence
Knights.
Washington. Okay.
Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
Oh, cool. I got both bonuses. I didn't think I got the one for sinking them in the 3 minutes. I thought I was too slow. Excuse me. Don't want to bump your stuff, and then you bump you with your stuff, and then you drop it, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? You made me drop that. Even though I did not smack the barrel out of your hands, you chose to drop it after I bumped you. It's really not that hard to keep your hands on your stuff when some guy bumps you. Oops, wrong end.
So what's our next heading?
Forgot to get a viewpoint. Oh, well.
Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
He's a temper and a politician. What's there to like?
Good. Hoist anchor. Why does
They already
Chevalier
did.
get off ordering us around like that? We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows these waters better, Shay. That makes him in charge in these parts.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. Is he a truffle pig to know land better than me?
Show some respect, Shay.
He ought to respect me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned him that right.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat, but at least we decided where and when.
They sure are emphasizing how trapped Shay feels right now. How controlled his life feels. It's like, you might want to let up a little bit. Your hand is being a little heavy there. Soon enough, it's going to turn into a ham fist. Actually, now that I say that, it's like, wait, is ham fisted? Like, that means for something that they made really obvious, right? Is that applicable? I feel like I'm not remembering it right now. Oh, okay. I've reached a different point of the sea. Really wasn't expecting a transition screen. Ah, we're in July now. There's no way there's gonna be snow anymore.
Loose and trip too. All sail, shall take it.
Loose tops and royals. Over there, Captain. The fishing settlement of Greystone. The French took over after it was ransacked by bandits.
Okay.
Allies have their home in Two Bends. Ahead, sir.
Give boys your tars.
At least the second location was our actual destination. Instead of just getting a random history lesson, just like, look over there, that's where people were, but then they're not. Oh, good to see it's unlocked a fast travel destination for Hjord. Progress further, I unlocked what activity? I don't know what I was in front of. This place looks really nice, though. You know, despite there not being any snow anymore. Oh, you're not my quartermaster? I thought that was you on the ship.
The Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors and other learned people in New York.
They have also approached many tribes with questions.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images. We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington. Businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Ah, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies. One of my men saw his major domo pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out what it is and find Washington. And when you do, learn all you can.
I'll prepare the Morrigan.
I don't know why it made me laugh that he was facing a different way than the camera was. Just kind of facing off to the side. Oh, hey. There was hay. I was just holding the button just to go fast. I didn't think I'd land safely. I'm definitely getting the feeling that the assassins that they're showing us now are everyone we're gonna kill. They're gonna be our major targets, except for Achilles, of course, because he's in 3, which happens after this, so he'll be the only one left. But probably everyone else will fight and kill.
Well, if we've any luck, that ship will lead us right to him.
I make my own luck, Liam. And Washington is running out of his. As much sail as you can.
These waters are full of enemies.
Of course, there's a lot of fog, too. Oh, there we go.
Aye.
Found the frigate.
There she is. All right, man. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados. I haven't been able to confirm that.
Now you think he had something to do with the theft of the artifacts, don't you?
I wouldn't put it past him. 80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts.
We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
It was kind of distracting just having my crewmen still shouting stuff while we were trying to get the story dialogue. Did you ever stop to think about how stupid the idea of trying to stealth while on a ship is? Like while you're sailing, trying to be a stealthy sailor, it doesn't make sense.
There she is. All right, man. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that.
Now you think he had something to do with the theft of the artifacts, don't you?
I wouldn't put it past him. 80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts.
We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
See, they meant for me to sail over here, but I didn't realize that until it was too late.
Captain. This won't do. Shay, you must follow that ship on land.
I'll do that. Bring the Morrigan around another way.
Aye, Captain. Track that package and find Washington.
Haul down! Haul down! Sub-blockade.
And remember what I said, Shay. Washington must die.
I think we just pulled the ship a little too close to the land there, judging by the crashing sound. You expect to keep up with the ship on foot. Like, what if it starts to go away from the land? You're not gonna swim after it. You're not a Zora. Well, at least it makes more sense than trying to keep my ship hidden. Or having those lines of sight, and then it's like, oh, you gotta get out of the line of sight before they detect you. Except you're a freaking ship, and you can't maneuver that well. Did they dock? I think they docked. Loot the package.
Aye.
Oh, good, I can still mark people. Did they bring dogs back? I'm gonna have to worry about being detected by a dog. Good thing I wore my magnet gloves. That magnetically attract human beings to me. Oh, they don't highlight hiding spots anymore. That's a little lame. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I liked it. I liked being able to do that. Yes. Yes, the tree. I was hoping the tree would lead.
He's in my sight.
Ow. Thank you, Mount Vernon. I'm very glad to see your collectibles. Check the hay. Check the hay. Come here. There we go. And with his dying breath, he goes, "Ooh!" Very ridiculously. Very silly. Shouldn't be silly, because he died. But it was silly anyway.
Stop, I tell you.
Oh, I see. They changed my my icon next to my health. Now that lets me know how much people are still searching for me. Good. I don't know what it was about 4, but I feel like 4 really took away a lot of information regarding how detected you are. Or at least how alert people are about your presence.
Stop.
You don't see anything.
Hold my.
So I'm not sure I'm fully following the story. Is this package the same package that Ade had? And it just wasn't any use to him at the time because he didn't have the manuscript? You do not hide behind corners anymore? Or is this box not cornerable?
You then. Stop. Prepare to bleed.
Well, I see those guys are still break defense to fight them kinds of enemies.
Oh, what's this? A rifle?
Can I keep it? It'd be pretty cool if I could keep it.
You there! Stay! Where you are.
A blowgun?
What can that be? It makes no sound. Thanks for the present, Master Washington.
Cool. Got sleep darts and air rifle. Why does that sound way more modern than it should? Air rifle is a silent range weapon which uses sleep or berserk darts as well as grenades and firecrackers. Did not expect grenades. And firecrackers, that's cool to have those back. You can purchase darts and grenades in stores or craft them from your inventory.
This is a strange surprise. Not quite what I was expecting. Now I must find Washington and interrogate him.
No, not pick up. I want sheep. I'm so curious about the cornering thing. Like, did they remove the ability to hide behind corners? Oh, look. Fireworks are going off now. So there's my... I guess they're separating them into, like, stealth options here, and then these are your loud... And yes, I do consider smoke bombs loud because I did try to use them stealthy once, and it immediately started open conflict. Human shield! I think one guy was running for the bell. I guess it doesn't really matter right now. Guess it doesn't look like there is a bell. Ooh, dropped his rifle. I might as well just leave him to fall off on his own. Ah, that's good. That is a good glitch. What is that? Is a medal on my map now? Yeah, gotta get in the... Get a tree. Gotta get up here to get onto this tree, and then that across, and that gets me to... What is this? A letter? A letter. But they didn't say who it was to, so I guess I'm just not gonna read it. Oh, arranged marriage. Okay, it's... I read it in the pause menu. Honestly, it is kind of exciting to me to see that this game will have more early America content in it. Which makes it sound like I'm like, yeah, American history! Woo, America's the best! It's like, no, but it's history I recognize, so maybe there will be more points where I can be like, oh, look, I know that.
I don't know.
Which, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I would really like to find someone who does a series specifically talking about Assassin's Creed's historical accuracy. Because I do know someone who does history videos, but I've not seen anyone who specifically talks about Assassin's Creed and breaks down, like, the parts of it that are fictionalized and the parts of it that actually happened. Which would be really cool to see. So I mostly just have to play these games not knowing any of the history, but when it takes place in America, there's the possibility of me recognizing maybe a name or an event. Probably never going to be as much as I did in 3, because that was like a whole semester's worth of class in one game. Take that, axe guy. Probably still suck. Don't get detected at the garden party. Oh, well. Good thing I read that before getting detected. Oh, there we go. I can still corner, I just couldn't corner those boxes for some reason. Oh, wait. Was that? There's the gold person. Let me get off this roof. There we go. There's Washington. Larry Washington.
Brother, are you sure you shouldn't be in bed?
I am fine, George.
Oh, George Washington's brother. Oh, I was gonna be like, wait, is it his dad?
Go to the wine cellar and get something special for our guests.
I will. Gentlemen?
It's kind of weird seeing George without his white hair.
My brother is a bright spot in a troubled land. If I may make one request before I depart this life, please leave him in peace. He should have nothing to do with the troubles of the Templar cause.
We all respect that sentiment, sir.
You have my thanks, gentlemen. Master Smith, are you ready to leave on your voyage?
Aye, sir. I shall return with answers.
Master Wardrop, are you likewise engaged with the manuscript?
Yes, sir. We will soon know its meaning.
Then I bid you take your leave.
I've been so wired.
Can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Better be right about him, Liam. Because I'm about to murder a dying man.
My brain has been so wired to treat Templar as the enemy, to recognize them as the enemy, that I see those guys and I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna kill them later. Except, wait, this is Rogue, where I know for a fact that we will eventually side with the Templars, or at the very least become assassin hunters, so maybe not necessarily joining the Templars, but at least kind of helping them. Where's this diamond? Can I get it without being seen? Prosperity. Increases money and resources you earn from various activities. Oh. Well, I definitely want those. It would be kind of neat if I do end up killing the Templars too, not just the assassins. Let's see if I can get Washington with it. Well, they're out of range now. I missed, and then they went out of range. Ow, okay. Woo. I grabbed onto the ledge. Okay, can I... Still out of range? I don't know if I should be following behind him like this, or if I should be trying to go the opposite way. And try to catch up with him that way. There. I'll try to see... I'll see if a Berserk guy can get Washington for me. And then watch it go into a death cutscene, and I'm like, hey, Washington, sorry I killed you.
You are too late, assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
I don't think me, think the other guy.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake.
Use smoke bomb and then press X to use it. Or select smoke bomb and then use it. You don't use it twice. And stop enemies for a few seconds, allowing you to escape or kill them easily. It's definitely been my friend in 4. Let's see if they'll continue being my friend in this game. Oh, that way.
To get to the Morgan, Liam. I hope you brought the ship around.
I don't know what that just was, but it made my controller vibrate in a way that sounded like.
Is that a shit mortar? That's not sported.
Boop. Oh, I expected to stab him. Hidden blades. Didn't work. Okay. Back on my ship. Get off the side. Become an husband. He's in the water. Just go. Just go. Don't let him on. Jeez. Where are we going? Escape zone, become anonymous. Okay. They sure are HDing this rumble in my Pro Controller right now. It's vibrating all kinds of funny sounding ways.
They're no match for us.
Now, how big of an area are we talking here? Okay. They're still following? Oh, come on. You see chunks of wood flying off, but they're too big. They're ginormous charms. Chunks. Because I'm so zoomed out on the camera. It's apparently relative to the camera size.
Lawrence Washington is dead.
You look disappointed.
The sickly way that man looked. He would have been dead in a month anyway. 2 other Templars got away. They're looking into the manuscript in Thors.
Did they have the artifacts?
I don't know. Perhaps. I can't be sure.
Then you did what was right by the Brotherhood. Find the object waiting. Cheer up, Shane. It's a rare day we could sow such chaos among the Templars.
Perhaps. But to hear Washington speak, it didn't sound like they'd be too put out by the loss.
Well, that's what he'd want you to think.
Okay, I was gonna say, we out of the area yet? Yeah, I didn't even bother for the making him his Berserk 1. It's like, why bother? So we time skipping, or are we getting pulled out again?
The memory appears to be fragmented. How much time has passed?
A few months, I think. That virus is cutting off our access to complete memories. They're readable, but messy.
The 7 Years' War will soon break out in the colonies. Focus on assassin interference.
We'll do our best. Won't we, numbskull?
You have to keep calling me that. Alright, I'm gonna go break. Supposed to go on break like 20 minutes ago. That's on me for thinking like, oh, one more mission. And then the mission took me like 20 minutes. Music, come back. I was a little slow on coming back.
About the homestead now that Miss
Music was
Abigail
in.
and little Connor have passed.
I heard it, and
Aye. I've seen Achilles crying.
Why shouldn't he?
It's just that he doesn't look sad. He looks furious. It's unsettling.
He's struggling with the loss. We all are.
I know, but it's been months, and we've done little but search for this blasted manuscript and box.
Le Chasseur has a lead on the box. We need him and Chevalier in St. John's.
Chevalier too? No hope of cheering me up then. When Achilles said whoever had the artifacts could access sites of great power, what did he mean?
I'm not sure I understand it myself, Shay. I had a long talk with Adewale about that. He believes the box can be activated to, well, project words or images.
Like a magic lantern?
What do you mean?
You know the magic lantern shows Father Connolly put on in the church basement? The box had a candle in it, I think. He put these little glass plates in front. Then we'd see the images projected on the wall like cathedrals in Rome. Bright and near as big as life.
Ah, yeah. I suppose it is. Except that it interprets the strange language of the manuscript, too. If the plate were of a banner in Latin, we'd see it in English.
How is that possible?
Who knows? I fear we might never truly understand how any of the pieces of Eden work.
Where in the world has the most beautiful girls?
I suppose it depends on your vision of beauty. A damsel from Corfu and one from Oslo are as different as chocolate chips. Both could be lovely.
See, opinions like that give a man a reputation for wisdom.
Yeah, thank you.
I would have just said Havana. The girls there have lusty buttocks and bosoms and feel no shame in putting them on display. What? That's no slight against our lasses from home.
We're almost there, Captain. Le Chasseur will be expecting us.
And Chevalier.
oh, I see the snow's
A
back.
small price to pay for a lead in the precursor box.
Don't know where that conversation about who has the best lasses came from. Because they were trying to fill space.
Now's on sale. We are on course for a collision, sir.
We're not. We're docking. We're not going to collide. I should get that viewpoint. Because further in the story to stop to unlock this activity. What activity? Save citizens? Okay. I don't suppose I could berserk dart them. I'm a little conflicted on how collectibles are because it's like on the one hand, having everything available at once is overwhelming, but having to come back to places for things feels almost pointless, but I guess I'll have to see what I end up unlocking and why it was locked.
I never thought I'd say this to a complete stranger, but I owe you my life.
It's like I can understand Templar contracts being something that's locked because, you know, I'm not a Templar yet, so I wouldn't be able to pick up a message that says, hey, go kill this guy, and then go kill him if I haven't already decided, yeah, you know what, you're right, I should kill that person. Oh, I thought I could jump high enough to get that. Up, there we go. No. Wait, is it on the roof or is it... No, is it... yeah, it's up here. What am I getting? Prosperity. There we go. Wait, does that mean they're not animus fragments? That they're... The blue one is probably also some kind of boost on something? That'd be cool. So I forgot to help clarify for... Okay, that was an action sequence, apparently. Forgot to clarify for anyone who might not be following the series very well, or may have forgotten. Nope, that's just an animus fragment. Okay. I don't want those. It's that at the end of 4, we released Juno in the modern day. So I assume that's what's going on here in the modern day of this story, is that It's not a virus, it's Juno. And for some reason, she wants us to see Shay's memories. So whatever this manuscript is, or whatever is in this, whatever information we're getting from this box, she wants it too. Or at least wants us to have it. And they put a prosperity at the top of this lighthouse. So I come up for the viewpoint and then go even higher beyond for this. Yeah. I feel like this is a thought I've had before, but I like that Rogue exists. You know, assuming it's going to be a story of the assassins losing. Because you can't always have stories of the assassins winning if it's a battle of, well, you know, we both want peace, we just want it in different ways. Okay, where is the leap going to land me? May not be in the water. Okay, well, not the water, but still too far down. Gotta go back up to get to that guy again. And especially because of how, in Desmond's story, the assassins are pretty much losing pretty thoroughly. That it makes sense to have more stories where you're playing the other side and having them get their victories. Because it definitely does happen.
Chevalier, what happened to your vessel?
I got myself into a bit of a scrape. Sent 3 ships in all hand to their watery grave. The Gerfaut nearly followed them down.
Just your fate has been better, Le Chasseur.
Indeed. My sources inform me that Samuel Smith has searched far and wide, looking for answers on how to make that strange box work. He just returned from Europe.
Where's he now?
Refitting his schooner. If you hurry, you can catch him there. Oh, remember those blueprints? Well, I had an engineer build that marvelous weapon for your ship. Master Pucker's gun fires more shots than an artillery brigade, and twice as fast.
Many thanks.
Anything for my hooded friends.
And there we go. No longer swivels, now Puckle. Puckle gun. Hold R to fire the weak spots. Free aim with R. Cool.
Loose and Captain.
I will join you on this voyage.
Then shall we, gentlemen?
You are in a jovial mood, Shay?
Why shouldn't I be? I have a new weapon, and will soon have a chance to use it. Besides, Templars are usually well guarded, and I'm sure that Smith fellow is no exception.
I also took the liberty of ordering some improvements. Morgan now has a ram cut through ice itself.
I have heard of such technology, but never witnessed its operation.
What about Smith, then? Is he close by?
Oh, right. I'm supposed to.
Aye, he sails these very waters, and he may have the precursor box.
Then let's find him. There he is!
Most fortunate timing! Lady Luck never ceases to smile on you.
He's seen us! Give chase!
But hold your fire! We must not damage the box or risk losing it to the sea. Can't this bucket go any faster?
At least my ship is still seaworthy, Chevalier.
He said to shoot the... There.
Smart man, but out of his element here.
Samuel Smith is the Templar's treasure. What he's doing in these waters is beyond me.
Maybe he came here to meet someone, or ran into your pirates. He's refitting his ship.
I was wondering how long.
Something must have happened.
If one of my allies attacked him, I would have known about it.
Well, he's back from a long voyage. No chance to get him.
He controls most of the Templars well, doesn't he? With him out of the way,
Washington entrusted the precursor box to him. He probably still has it.
Shaped like the box comes first.
Oh, that's so nice. Ooh.
We'll have to board his ship, or force him to beach.
Sunk him with my what's effectively my swivels in this game. That's nice. I was also wondering how long it was going to take for it to need to reload.
He's cutting through the ice.
it seems you're not the only one equipped with such a ram, Shay.
Let us hope ours fares just as well.
Or we could just follow their trail. Are we not following directly behind where they were? Oh well.
It worked. The way is clear.
Once more, your fortune holds. But do not waste time congratulating yourself. Smith is giving away.
These waters are
Area not available during current. What are you talking about? Okay. Not very strong on these guys. Ow. Well, I was holding the button to brace. Come on, Shake. Stop. Oh, they boarded us. And we're hemorrhaging crew. Well, I certainly didn't expect them to be able to turn the tides on me, but that's neat, I guess. Hopefully I won't get sick of the combat. Well, that guy's dead. Yep, definitely can still kill Shane. Glad that guy just stood there for an entire 2 minutes. Thanks for the free stuff. Literally just dropping it in my lap. I think it makes the most sense to repair. Oh good, it's not a reused animation from 4, like Freedom Cry had. I think it's still the same, kind of the same sentiments, but...
Ship. Let's get rid of these distractions first. We'll find him.
But Shay is definitely not doing the same animations that Edward and Adewale did. Okay, I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like ship combat's going to be a lot better in this game.
I'm glad to disappoint him, and he's still within reach.
I feel like it's going to be a lot less frustratingly clunky. Actually, I kind of want my backside weapon back, but I guess now that I have the puckle guns to shoot people with, maybe it won't matter. I think I definitely want to invest in puckle gun upgrades as much as I can. Like broadsides and puckle guns, those will be my priorities. Well, and hull armor as well, of course.
What wickedness is this? Another Templar tactic. They can cover whole stretches of ocean with their flames.
Careful, Shay. We could be burnt to cinders.
It's nothing more than a last desperate throw of the dice. He knows we have him.
This also seems like something, you know, assuming this will be what our backwards weapon is going to be. It seems like it's going to be a lot more useful than the barrels. Not that I expected the... Not that I think the barrels are absolutely awful, but I sure did not hit with most of my barrel attempts. So I doubt their usefulness.
Barson has an encampment here.
Follow him on land. Do not even think of firing the ship's weapons near that precious box.
I'll take care of this.
I said Doc. Come on. Or I guess it's not that I doubt the effectiveness of the barrels. It's I couldn't get any use out of them. But I don't doubt that there's rope darts. Cool. Lethal grappling knife, press X while above to assassinate, hold while hanging, then move to assassinate and hang them. While on ground, aim at an enemy and press to drag them towards you, then press Y to strike them. Oh. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I don't doubt that someone else could have gotten good use out of the fire barrels like some actual strategy. But anytime I thought to use them, they've just not been run into. How'd you get up there? There's no ladder. Did you use the tree? That's probably also what you do when you have to go to the bathroom. That's not funny. You couldn't reach the tree. That's just completely ridiculous proposition.
You will regret this.
Dart.
Think about what you're doing, assassin. Your brotherhood is using you.
I wanted to. I'm saying who would be the best target, and then I realized, oh wait, that guy. I need to keep the axe guy alive so I can see what they're like.
Even know what that is? An ancient artifact. Treasure from those who came before.
Yes. It matters not. Some of the greatest scientific minds of all Europe could not make it work.
Now all I need is the manuscript, and all shall be revealed.
Aw, did they despawn everyone? Oh, screw you. That counted as an air assassination. I was above him. Yeah, I got the burning deodorant. Okay, chest here. Or more ammo, but I guess I was missing stuff. New cheat. Ooh. Not gonna use those because that's cheating. Obviously. Hey, you. Hey, fight me.
Stop.
I want to know what it's like fighting you. So you're like you were in 4, huh? Well, I've got my answer. I can leave now. Don't run into the thing. That's fine. Which was that? Hey, you can't just shove me over. Stop. I'm leaving. Not into the water. Let me grab the puckle gun. Shoot him with the puckle gun. Shoot him with the shoot him! Shoot him!
I've got a clear shot. Kind of get away, cops.
Come on.
Come on, don't lose the shit. Fish in a
Was he about to say fish in a barrel? Alright, where are we going? Because it looks like we're about to sail to somewhere we already were. Hopefully there won't be dialogue I'm missing because of this. You know, seaside.
Got the precursor box. Smith's dead.
Well done, Shay.
Where's Chevalier?
Returning to Le Garfou. We'll have to celebrate without him, I'm afraid.
I don't much feel like celebrating, Liam. I know we have to get these artifacts back, but... What
Hopefully
cost?
the dialogue will continue when we get there. Trying to look up on the wiki to see if the precursor box is the same item from this and Freedom Cry. Yep. Okay. Just close that real quick. Okay. Don't look at wikis and pilot a ship at the same time. Like don't text and drive, but even more specific than that. Don't look at wikis while at sea. The dialogue didn't want to continue, did it? Is that where I'm supposed to get out? Apparently. Albany. Didn't want to get the water, Shay. White mink. Luxury pelts and leather. I should probably go in there because I'm sure I need some of the pelts they got for upgrades. Mind me? Why are you going over there? No. Yeah, I don't want him to tackle the guy. No. Oh man, look at that waterfall. Oh, that's nice. I probably don't have to worry about that guy as I come over here to climb this rock face, right? Nope. Should have known the haystack would not be reliable. It has not been. Throughout the series, it has not been a very consistently helpful hiding spot.
You're here. Congress is still in session. George Washington and his militia have fired on French troops under Jumonville. The French are calling it an act of war.
George Washington. You mean Lawrence's younger brother?
Yeah, it's the same. Speaking of Lawrence Washington, since you eliminated him, James Wardrop has moved up in ranks. All the Templar resources are at his disposal now.
What about the manuscript?
My sources in New York confirm that Wardrop has it. I also learned that he is here at the Congress under heavy guard.
Shay, find Wardrop. Get that manuscript.
This place is thick with Templar troops. Liam and I will make sure he doesn't escape.
Sneak into Congress undetected. Oh man, is this the place that the game that Assassin's Creed 3 would basically teleport me to anytime we would go to Congress? I think that's where we were. You know, like when Washington would give a speech. Or when we were there for the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Connor just casually leaning against a wall while it happens. Oh wait, there's that guy. Definitely really enjoying the scenery. It's just as delightfully green as 3 was. Be a blade in a crown. Blend. Bland.
Ah, that must be the Templar William Johnson. Perhaps he has the manuscript, or knows where it is.
As I have stated previously, I believe we need a national union, granted by an act of parliament, but bringing greater independence to our colonies. The French are an immediate threat, and we are ill prepared to face them. To put it bluntly, the colonies must join, or die.
Sure does sound like Benjamin Franklin. I recognize that guy.
Speech, Master Franklin.
Yep,
Do you
there's
truly
Franklin.
believe Great Britain will grant our colonies autonomy?
They have little choice, Master Johnson. You know the remoteness of this frontier better than most.
Yes, but let us leave politics for another day. I wanted to thank you for your research.
Of course, of course. In the brief time I could examine that box, I could tell it was something unique. From ancient Egypt, you said? Well, as I mentioned in my letter, I am quite ready to electrify it.
Excellent. We will have the box delivered shortly. As for the manuscript, Captain?
I apologize, sir, but Master Wardrop refused to hand it over. He said the risks were too great.
The risks? Ah. I apologize. You will have the manuscript and the box in the briefest of delays.
You mangy excuse for a uniform. Run to Fort Frederick and tell Master Wardrop he had better cough up the manuscript post-haste. Else I will have him scalped.
That doesn't sound like the Johnson I know.
I can't let that lobster captain read Wardrop.
Oh, I gotta shoot the messenger.
Halt!
No thanks. And I think he's also...
Just try it.
I'm very certain he's voiced by someone different now. He doesn't sound as gentle as he did before. Like, that was the guy who, when we killed him, he's like, ah, no. And now he doesn't sound quite so gentle. Double counter! And that's why you carry a paring knife. Stuff like that. Ow. It's in the middle of an animation, guy. Come on. But I like how I recognized Benjamin Franklin off of his voice. Would be funny if he also does not have the same voice actor. Well, that looks like a way. A roundabout way, but a way. Shay! Okay, so I'm on this platform that's on this fort for some reason. With no earthly way of reaching it aside from how I just did. Like, you could convince me that's like a sniper platform. But then I would ask, how do you get to it? There's no ladder. There's no doorway from the fort itself. Well, I can interact with this flag eventually. Because it's all shiny, like things I can interact with. Or it was. Oh, there we go. It's my way down. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah! Perfect. Wait. Oh, there we go.
I'll take that, you Templar dog.
No! You have no idea what you're doing, fool!
Keeping the people free from your control.
How free will you be when the French undermine these squabbling colonies?
These colonies would be far better off without the Templars pulling the strings.
We bring order from chaos. If everything is permitted, no one is safe.
That's not what the maxim means.
Even the devil can quote scripture to suit his own purposes.
That's pretty true. Cherry picking is quite the enemy of truth. Yeah, that guy sure does not understand the part of our creed that says like yeah, sure, you can do whatever you want, but like don't be stupid. Don't just do whatever you want. I mean, you could do what you want, but like do it smartly. Do it with reason. Kill him with an air and assassination. Well, I like the way I did it. Now, where's a boat to get back to my ship? The sniper is still marked on my... It's still telling me, like, hey, that guy over there, he's looking for you. You better be careful. But it's like, no, I don't care. Because he's over there and I'm over here. I still love doing it. Pressing the jump button to jump up to something that auto free run would not reach on its own. You know, I'm just gonna let you go, Shanty. Catch you later. Hopefully I can still fast travel to viewpoints. Because then I can just fast travel to that viewpoint and then jump down. And then just get back up the same way I was going. Get the Shanty. Oh, look, it still highlights stuff. Like it did in 4. Don't know what that flag is, but I guess it's something I can't get yet. Oh, hello, fragments.
And yet we're to be subordinate to some junior officer fresh off the boat.
Keep running past shops, and I think, oh, I should check to see if there's any new weapons I can buy. Except I don't have money right now. I sure hope whatever the next mission is unlocks whatever our money-making thing is. So I can do that off screen. But at least if I don't, I can still get the fragments.
Mates out! Let's go!
Or not the fragments, the fortitudes or whatever they were called. The things that look like Animus fragments but actually have a purpose. That purpose being give me more money. Yeah, can you get out of the way? You're blocking the channels. Move. That's your fault. I'm gonna take your stuff anyway. Oh, I just noticed that they changed. So basically, our swivels are on the shoulder button, and now the button that used to be swivels is rear view. I don't know why, like, we've played 4 Assassin's Creed ports onto the Switch. 3 Liberation, 4, and now this. Why is this the only one that seems to use HD Rumble? Like, it doesn't make sense because this is the same port collection as 4. Because this is the not Rogue Collection, the Rebel Collection. Oh look, I can use this now. It's the Rebel Collection, so it includes 4 and this. So then, wait, is this a regular swivel? Can I switch it to? No. So then why does 4 not have HD Rumble, but this has HD Rumble? It's the same collection. It's the same ports. Take that, Axeman. And I didn't even have to board. Hey, what happened to the money I got from salvaging that other ship? Did I end up spending that on ship upgrades? Is that why I only have 300? And now 1,200. Yeah, a little late for that, buddy. We already hit them. And also they're sank. They stink, and now they sink. Travel speed. You think I can do appearance upgrades yet? To the Morgan? What does a figurehead even look like? Hang on, let me swivel around once I know where I'm going. Do we not have a figurehead? I thought it's like not a rule, but a strong superstition that your ship has to have a figurehead. Ship on fire. Why do I care? I guess I'll go check it out. Maybe it's different than it was before. Maybe it's the same, but more rewarding.
Short and sail! Get off the squall! We're headed right! Reef! Short and all sail!
Hello, burning ship. I have 1 minute to collect your goods. Cloth. Wood. I'm not doing this efficiently. I just passed the thing. More wood. Give me your ammo. Berserk darts, berserk darts. Well, good. I got more berserk darts after that one mission. Alright. Well, that doesn't feel like it was worth jumping off of my ship for. Nope. We were about to do travel speed and it took me out of it. Cool, guys. Don't look at exploding frigates. At least not the ones that they've personally looted. Ow. Sleepy Hollow. Oh man, isn't this where the Headless Horseman is? I hope we see him, and I hope we see the bodiless baboonsman. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Headless Horseman Easter egg in here. There's one in Skyrim. That one's kind of neat. I remember that if you follow him, he eventually leads you to a place where you can get a treasure chest. I don't think you have to follow him to get that chest, but still cool.
You're late? The sky is getting temperamental.
That's not the only thing, is it? Master Franklin, sir. My name is Shay, and this is my associate Hope. William Johnson told us to give you these.
Ah. Thank you, but I'm afraid I must delay my experiment.
Delay it? Why?
The army confiscated my lightning rods. They are essential to conducting the electricity I need to vivify your box.
Master Johnson would not want you to have to wait.
Perhaps there is something you can do, then. Soldiers have been hauling things away all day. Perhaps they could tell you where they've taken my lightning rods so you could get them back.
At your service, sir.
Begin your investigation at the market near the docks. I will stay here and help with the preparations.
Gonna help him do the thing.
This is intolerable. I can barely conduct my research anymore.
Everyone is having metal confiscated nowadays.
Yes. The army will melt it down and turn it into weapons. War is upon us.
So, Master Franklin, what is this?
A Leyden jar. It temporarily stores power in the form of vitreous and resinous electricity.
Really? What will you do with the jar when it is full?
Ah, what will I do with all my jars? For this experiment, we will need an entire energy storage system. The many units fire at once, so I call it a battery. It should make your interpretation box operate.
Fascinating.
Is that why they call it a battery? Because, like, I know there's like a gun battery kind of a thing. Let me get up here. Probably want to stay up high. Maybe chase the shanty. Not the direction I want to go in, but okay. So are like electric batteries called that because they were likened to a volley of fire from a set of batteries? Gun batteries? Aw, man. Yes, I know Eagle Vision. I've already gotten this tutorial. Like the guy back at the Assassins, at the homestead, told me to do it. And I found him already. Tail him. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna help Benjamin Franklin do the kite on a key. Doesn't get much more iconic American history than that.
Look now. I think I'm being followed.
I'm sure you're seeing things, but I'll take a butcher's.
Which is it's a little funny that that's like the one thing that isn't in 3 with all the things they managed to put in there. No, drop down.
Did you see that
This?
strange stuff in Benjamin Franklin's garden?
Actually, maybe I do want to go back up.
They say that man messes with lightning.
Speaking of lightning, I reckon there's a storm coming.
Aye. Let's hope you do
Uh-oh.
yours until we're off duty.
Shut up, game. I know where he is. He's right there. I haven't lost him yet.
Hey, darling.
Oh, shoot.
Sure, if you bring your mates.
That's bleak.
What was Blake? I didn't... Oh, God. Did you bring your mitts? The sound design is a little lacking on this on this rain, I gotta admit. It just doesn't sound like it's raining, you know?
Is that the last of it?
Yes, it is, sir.
Good. Put it with the rest.
Okay, but which way is it gonna go? And again, I'm feeling excited about this game, about this series' level design. Like, I love that I was able to run along the roofs the whole way. It felt good. Boop. And I can, once that guy's gone, climb through the window.
I wonder what Master Franklin plans to do with these rods. The storm's getting worse. Let's hurry back to Franklin.
No rush though. You know, it'll be storming as long as we need it to be. Don't quite know a good way to leave. Maybe if I can get back in the trees. Yeah, there we go. And then I could just leave the way I came, probably. Knocked out like the only rooftop guard I encountered on the way here. Should be easy climbing. As long as I don't accidentally jump into a haystack by getting too close to one of those positions in which I can jump into the hay. Optional objective, do not swim. Well. Okay. As long as I don't screw up this. Come across this bridge somehow. Man, this bridge is like the bridge from Beetlejuice. Good thing I'm not in a car. Go up. Good, thank you. And then back along those streets. Right? Those? Was it? Ah, it doesn't matter. No! God, stop! Stop tackling people off of the roof! Stop roof tackling people! Come on! I'm holding A so I go down gently, not A so I tackle someone straight off the roof. I'm trying to get that shanty again. Or not, fine. Don't, Shay. Don't get more songs for your crew to sing merrily.
Shay, thank goodness! Quick! Help me with the rods!
I just realized that if he knows as much as he does about electricity already, he's probably already had the kite and the key thing happen.
Portugal! Lisbon, I'd stake my life on it!
Make yourself scarce, Shay. The militia will be here any minute. I'm sure they will have questions.
What about you?
I'm a devoted housekeeper.
Right.
Both optional objectives. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Burping. Oh, no. Throat gurgling. Okay, let's try one more time for the shanty. Shay?
The nearest bureau is near Mount Vernon. Folk would be expecting me.
Why does he not want to stay in the trees? Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I'll get that shanty off screen, I guess. If I even want to bother with them. Because I sure didn't in 4. But there are new shanties in this game, so maybe I do want to get them. Also, I just noticed that up at the top right corner, it says, like, it has my current money in my pocket, but then there's another number. Does this game have a bank? Well, I guess I wouldn't be too surprised. Pretty much the entire Ezio trilogy had banks. Actually, not pretty much. They did. So. Alright, well, that's it. See you Friday where we do more. Bye.